New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Hello out there. Good evening. Hello, and welcome to New Thought Media Network's Evening Prayers. Today is October 5th, 2021. I'm Rev Lisa, and I'm here to share a prayer with you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We're so grateful to have you with us. So this program goes from 8:15 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, AM and PM. So you can join us in the evening as well as in the morning. And it's a great way to anchor your spiritual practice. So thank you for being with me this evening. So grateful to have you here. And yes, so what we like to do here is we talk about affirmative prayer. And we come from a perspective where I say we use ancient wisdom and new thought, put them together for a beautiful faith and philosophy. It's a great way to enhance your spiritual practice with affirmative prayer. So we don't do the old school begging and pleading. We come from a place knowing that we are connected to that higher source. Therefore, we can know that and have trust that our prayers are heard and answered. So that is the style of prayer that we like to use. And so, I usually like to do a reading and then we'll move right into the prayer. And they have a couple of announcements of some great programs that are coming up tomorrow that you might be interested in. So listen in for that, and then we'll send you on your way. So I have a reading from my Richer Living. This is a daily guide. It's definitely well used, and it is by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker, two of our great New Thought leaders. And this is the old version of the book, but I just use this one because it's homey to me. It's what I've used for a long time. Okay, so the reading goes, I am bountifully supplied from divine substance. Life fills all space and spirit animates every form. But since you are an individual, even the spirit can make the gift of life. The spirit cannot make the gift of life unless you accept it. Life may have given you everything to you, but only that which you accept is yours to use. So we turn away from the objective fact to the divine, which is within you. It is turning from conditions to causes. Thus, the spirit comes to self-fulfillment in everything. Be certain that you are accepting this and that you are living in joyous expectation of good and that you are accepting abundance. And then he invites us. He says, say, so repeat after me if you would like. This is the affirmation for the day as well. So I always like to post an affirmation, which I have done in the chat. And you can see it over there. And it's a good one for today. Or you can use it for tomorrow, obviously, since it's evening. So today, I recognize the abundance of life. I animate everything in my experience with this idea. I remember the good, and I accept only the good. I expect only the good. I give thanks that this good is flowing in an ever-increasing volume. And I proclaim that spiritual substance is flowing to each and all as a daily supply. So that is your reading. So the affirmation once again is, today I receive the abundance of life. I receive the abundance of life. I think that's a great one for today. In fall we talk about abundance, and it's the gathering time of year. So I think that is just fitting to use that one. And I forgot to say hello out there to all of our people. Good evening, Wayne. Good to see you. Yes. Pioneer spirit. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody else who's here. Good to see you. And thank you for being with me this evening. Yes, yes. So wonderful, wonderful. So that is your reading for this evening. So, of course, we always like to invite everyone you're welcome to send us a prayer request. We can leave it right down here. This is the email. So prayer@ntmedia.org. You can just email us a request and we would be happy to do a prayer for you. We do lots of prayers, and we definitely surround everyone in that love and that light. And so know that your prayers are received and that they are being prayed for. And so we know that we are putting it into the hands of God, knowing that our prayers are heard and answered in divine time. That's always the catcher. You got to remember that. Wonderful. So let's just settle into a prayer. And I have my candle back there. A lot of times the candle flame is a really nice way to center yourself into the moment, to begin to focus before you start a prayer. And we always start our prayer knowing that we are connected to and we are one with that divine source. So join me now if you'd like. I'd like to just center into this moment. And close your eyes, settle into this space. Just kind of let all your thoughts from the day go. Just begin to bring yourself into this present moment. We just release all the busyness of the day and begin to slow ourselves down as we get ready to go into slumber here in a while. We just bring ourselves into this present moment, allowing that divine energy of love to just be present within us. Love and light and peace and harmony. And we recognize with that candle flame, it is the light and the love of God. It is the light of life. And we center into that and recognize and know that we are one with that divine power, that higher power. We are connected to it right here, right now. For I declare that there is that universal presence that is moving and working and living in and through everything that we do. We feel this presence of God. We feel this presence of life expressing itself right here, right now, in this very moment. And we can know that in this moment, even if it's just for this moment, that all is well. So as we bring our focus and attention into this evening, and we center into this prayer, we just recognize this divine intelligence, this omnipresent being. This universal presence is available to us, and it is one with us right here, right now. We are connected to this source. We are one with this divine intelligence. And it is permeating our being right here, right now. For we know that with every heartbeat, it is the heartbeat of God. It is a heartbeat of life that is working through us effortlessly. So we just take time in this moment to be present and just enjoy this space. Right here, right now, knowing and recognizing that we are connected to that divine power, that presence, that omnipresent presence. It is one with us, and we are one with it right here, right now. Therefore, as we know that we are connected to this higher power, we know that with God or with life, with this universal presence, all things are possible. We just bring it back to this truth, and we remember the truth of who we are, and we remember the truth that we are connected to this higher power, and that there is that universal presence that is working and operating in and through our lives, in and through our being, in our body, in our mind, in our soul, bringing perfect balance and peace, harmony, unconditional love, joy, kindness, forgiveness, peace. All these beautiful qualities are the qualities of God. They are the qualities of life, and they all live within us. All of these divine qualities. We are connected to it, and it is one within us. So as we just open our heart and our mind to receive and know and recognize that we have this creative power within us, and that higher power is working in our lives in and through every situation that we might be going through. We just send our prayers and our blessings out into the world, knowing that presence of God, that presence of love, blesses everything and everyone in every situation, all the challenges and difficult times that people are experiencing, that we might be experiencing. We just bring it back to the truth, bring it back to the love, bring it back to the peace and that wholeness that we know that presence of God is and that can provide for us. And as we remember this truth and we connect ourselves to this higher power, it lives within us, and we can be connected to it and tap into that energy. It gives us strength to carry on. It gives us wisdom to make that next decision. Just to know that this is the truth, and we just bring it back to this truth in this moment. Therefore, we know that we can release these words into the universe and give thanks for this time together, knowing that all is well in the mind of God and in the heart of God. We just tap into that divine intelligence, that divine light, that divine wisdom, and allow it to bless our lives right here, right now, this evening. And we know that this night unfolds with blessings, with ease and grace as we settle into slumber. We know that we are blessed. We release it and we let go, and together we affirm. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Yes. That is your prayer for tonight. Yes. Wonderful. That is your prayer for this evening. Okay, wonderful. So next thing I want to do is just share a couple of ideas that you might want to check into in the morning. We have some wonderful programs. Even if you're just running around getting ready, I always pop mine on my computer when I'm in my kitchen and I'm making my daughter's lunch and I'm getting stuff ready for the day. We have some wonderful morning programs. So the first one I would like to, I'll kind of have some different, I'm going to name them off in different directions. So we have Nathan comes on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. This is Morning Musings, and he does some wonderful chants and silence. It's definitely a beautiful program. So definitely tune in to Nathan at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. This is a great program. Another wonderful thing we have, of course, is our midweek pick-me-up, because it will be Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and it's Wednesdays at 3 p.m. with Reverend Robert. So tune in if you can at 3 o'clock and just be a part of that. That's definitely always a good thing to hang out with Reverend Robert. We also have in the mornings, Morning Sip with Rev Lisa, which she is one of my favorites. I love her. Sunday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check that out. She always has some wonderful wisdom. And as well, Reverend Stephanie, beautiful job in the mornings. You can listen in. She's on at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Central. So listen in for that. We also have in the morning early, we have our Wednesday mornings midweek meditation at 7 a.m. Mountain Time. That's a wonderful thing as well. If you want to start your day out right, definitely tune into the 7 a.m. That's going to be that's always powerful. 7 a.m. Start your day off right. Of course, I'd like to invite you to my show. My show is on Wednesday afternoons, Igniting Your Inner Dazzle. We always have a wonderful, good spiritual conversation. That is Wednesdays from 1 to 1:30 Mountain Standard Time. Of course, that's Always love to have you come in for that. We are going to be focusing this month on fall and all the transitions that coming into fall. We're going to talk a little bit about the symbolic meaning of fall. So join in for that. That's always a wonderful time. I get to have a little more time with you guys. So check into that and would love to see you then. Goodness, I think that's about it. It's lots of wonderful programs for you. And it's great because everybody has different personalities and there's lots of different styles of shows that we have, and they all enhance our spiritual practices, which we can always use more of. No matter who we are, no matter how great we are at our spiritual practice, you can always use a little bit more of that in your life. So I know it supports me and I know it will support you. So I invite you to take the time to check out the programs. You can always check it out also on Facebook. Look at the videos. You can just look through there, skim through and see what else is available, something else that you might enjoy. That's a great way to do it. And also, we'd like to always invite you to send us your tithes and offerings. Send them on your way to New Thought Media Network. That is our program. That's where we broadcast from. And this ministry is growing by your tithes and offerings. And it really is supportive and it helps us out a lot. So newthoughtmedianetwork.org. Click donate. Send your gifts and tithes. And we know that the law of reciprocity is working. So as you give, so shall you receive. So it's a win-win for everybody. So thank you for joining me this evening. And I think that is about it for tonight. So thank you so much for being here this evening. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful rest this evening. Hope you sleep well. And we will see you soon in the morning. Bye.